Hey guys, Joe here. Trying to do this a little bit quieter. My neighbors are home and I've already done this literally 17 times, so I'm sure they're hearing me say the same thing in different ways over and over and over and probably finally getting tired of it. It's one of the benefits of at least having an end unit in the building. Um, I'm taking a little bit of time off from work because my leg needs to be looked at by professionals, and the best way to do that is to try to stay off it until my appointments come up. So that's what I'm doing. I'm purposely staying off my feet. I'm not going to be able to make car videos unless I go in specifically just to make a car video, and I just don't have any sitting at the dealership that make me want to do that right now. So for the next probably 2 weeks, it's just going to be things such as video game pickups or reviews, and I'm actually going to break out the Elgato and maybe film a few Let's Plays again. We'll see what happens. I have enough stuff here to do quite a few videos, so what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about what I've done this weekend. Because I don't want to be out too long working and walking, I went out to the flea markets with specific goals in mind, set up a walking path, which I usually do anyways, and stuck to it. By doing that, I was able to come up with some cool stuff, not pay a lot of money, and make some money back. So, what did I do this weekend? Starting on Saturday, I went to my local Shenandoah flea market. At that flea market, there was a gentleman, had a table. I always like going to the littler tables or tables with less obvious stuff on it. The big guys, the guys that have had the games there, they're all faded. They're there all the time. You never get a deal from those guys. But this guy was moving. He had everything out. It was very early. There was still dew and stuff on everything because it was like 40 degrees in the morning. So I walk up to his table. First thing I see is what looked like a white PSP, but if you look closely, it's just a cover. And it doesn't fit as well as I would like, so it's probably going to come off. But the system works. I didn't expect it to because the only charger he had plugged in right there, and that does not charge the system. That just allows you to connect it to another computing device. So this one I picked up, but what I did was I yanked the battery out of this one just so I could test it. And as you can see, works good. It's auto loading the game, which a lot of times they tend to do that. On the table with this game, if it ever shuts off, was a few other games. You've got Sonic Plus Mega Collection, or Sonic Mega Collection Plus, whichever way you say that. Blood Omen 2. Sorry. Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. And Midnight Club Dub Edition Remix. It's a greatest hits version, but whatever, it's in real clean shape. Now, he had all of those, plus he had a copy of Star Wars Battlefront 2 on Xbox. Now, he was in the process of moving, so he just wanted the stuff gone. I offered him $15 for everything. So PSP, all those games, plus the Star Wars game. The reason why I don't have the Star Wars game to show you is because I sold it while I was waiting to trade in some of the Bluemont couple stuff, the PS3 controllers and some other peripherals and whatnot. So anyways, while I was waiting to trade in the games and the system controllers, a guy was in line looking at my pickups because I like to show my friend what I pick up because he can't go on with me on Sundays, so he lives vicariously through me. And when we were sitting there talking, a guy said, "Ooh, you want to sell that?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" I didn't buy it to keep. I had a better copy anyways. And he's like, "How much do you want?" And I said, "Well, they go on eBay for 30 bucks. He said, "I'll give you 25. I took the 25. Get all my money back, plus 10 bucks, plus a, whatever. It's all I needed. So I took that deal and I left. Now, included with this PSP was a 1 gigabyte Memory Stick Duo memory card, which isn't in there because I have something else that I'm going to show you in a minute. So, after leaving there, I went to another flea market that I frequent from time to time, and this one is a little bit further away, but they usually have better stuff. So walking through there, I found a few games that I wanted. First off, I found a component cable. I think that's component. I can never remember. Component, composite, whatever. It's the RGB cable for a Nintendo Wii. I don't need it because I have an HDMI converter connected to mine, But if you want to run in high def or higher def, you need one of these for your Wii, because otherwise you only have the red, white, and yellow, and those don't give you a great picture. In fact, my PlayStation 3 is connected using an RGB cable, and it displays it like something insane, 1900 by 1280 or something like that. So it's higher than 1080p. So yeah, that was $1. Ignore the prices on these. These are not the actual prices I paid. I paid half of what you're seeing here. So for $1, I got a black label, a black case, Killer Instinct. I got Army Men, Snarge's Heroes, and Army Men, Snarge's Heroes 2. Not a terrible price for those. I would have paid that anyway. These games were $1 a piece. You have Kingdom Hearts Greatest Hits Edition. I've been looking for a black label. I found 2 copies of it black label, but they want more than I paid for this, and I'm not going to because that's in good shape. Complete Dragon Ball Z Sagas. And Def Jam Vendetta. So, apparently these are going up in price. I didn't realize that. I thought it was only Fight for New York, but Vendetta has gone up in price as well. So, I went ahead and took those. Last thing I found was a few other games. WWF Warzone. Need for Speed High Stakes, and since I've started playing PS games and PS2 games again on my PS3, I just have it sitting here. Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. I thought this was the Game of the Year edition. It's not. And then for $2, I picked up Iron Man on PS2. I'm an Iron Man fan, so I'll always pick up extra copies of this when I see it. So that, I believe, encompasses Saturday. So I found a few good finds, got rid of a couple of things I didn't want, wound up walking away with like $12 profit, so it's hard to argue with those results. Today, Sunday, when I'm filming this, I did a few pickups with a friend of mine. Now, this was my boss from GameStop. He has gone with me one other time to hunt, and we went out today and hunted. We went to the same 2 flea markets. I tend to stick around the same places because some vendors come on Saturday, some come on Sunday. Just the way it is. So what we found today, this was mostly for him, by the way, because I didn't really care. He's looking to flip stuff, make some money. He buys all digital stuff. He actually got rid of his entire collection, which was sad to see, but I understand why. But we found a GameCube for $20, which trades in for $30, so that's an instant $10. A Xbox One power supply for $10. Those trade in for $17 cash. So he did that, got that cash. A couple Game Boy games. A few other miscellaneous things. I picked up another PS3 controller that I flipped and got all my money back, plus a little bit extra. And that was just because I was trying to help out a buddy. The reason why that 1 gig Duo stick isn't in my system right now is because I also picked up a 4 gigabyte stick. So I'd rather have a 4 gig stick in here anyways. Anybody will tell you 4 is better than 1. Some would say in the neighborhood of 4 times better than 1. So, yeah. This is now my play system. Although the screen's a little scratched up, I was thinking about changing the faceplate from this one, which is really clean, and swapping it with that one. I haven't decided yet. Plus, I like the clear buttons. Let me know what you think. Let's see. A couple of things I got for myself. In order to make a bundle deal better, he wanted a Jurassic Park Game Boy game, and the guy wanted like $5 just for the 1 game. Well, for $6, I wound up getting that game plus Dr. Mario, which, believe it or not, GameStop does not take in. They take the advanced version, but not the original version, maybe because there's too many of them, they're afraid to give out any money, as well as a copy of Tetris. And let's face it, Tetris goes great with systems when you sell it. 2 other things that I got for myself. These were $2 a piece. The only reason I got them is because they are still factory sealed. One is Sing It, which has the microphone in it, and the other is World Championship Poker. Again, factory sealed, Yeah, for $2, it was worth it to me because they're going to go in my collection. So that was about it. We went and got rid of all the stuff that he kept, and while we were standing there, a guy brings this in, and it only trades in for $13 or something like that, and that would have been credit. He didn't want to take that credit, so I just gave him the trade credit in cash. So for $13, I picked up Pokemon Stadium 2. Now it's a little dirty. I'm going to clean it up, and then this is going bye-bye because these sell for $25 to $35 all day long. I did pick up a Wii power supply and finally powered on all of those Wiis. Surprisingly, they all work, and unsurprisingly, as I thought, there were a couple of games. Geon Cube, which is whatever. I've heard of this game, I don't know what it is, and the ever classic Wii Sports. That'll just get traded in. And again, I knew there was something in the systems because they had memory cards in them. You wouldn't leave your memory card in a system if it doesn't have a game with it. So yeah, as I'm looking around, inside a GameCube, I found Need for Speed Underground. Doesn't trade in. GameStop is selective with the games they're taking right now. And then my buddy gave me a Rob the Robot. So that's cool. He traded in all his amiibos today, and this was only worth like $1. So he just gave it to me, you know, just because I took him around to a couple of auctions. Not auctions, flea markets. So he wants to continue doing that. And what we are going to be doing is, I have 3 boxes of his old games, collectibles, things like that, stuff like those. And I'm going to sell as much of it as I can for him. Charge him a little bit, of course, but he and I hook each other up. I gave him a great deal on a PSP Go. He gave me a good deal on an Xbox. He gives me good deals on, you know, games, free games. When something like this, let's say this came in and they couldn't take it, he would just give this to me, because as a store employee, technically you're not allowed to take stuff while you're working. So he was awesome, hooked me up, appreciate it. Thanks, dude. But yeah, I literally have 3 boxes of games and collectibles to go through, price out, and see what I can sell. That's what I plan on doing the rest of the day. I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off because my leg was a little achy, but I'm feeling better now, so I thought I would shoot this video, upload it, and then kind of get to work. So yeah, that's about it. If you like my videos, my pickups, let me know. If you have any comments, let me know. If you'd like to subscribe, we're closing in on 200. We're at what, 195 or something like that. Most people are pretty good about leaving positive comments. If you leave me a negative comment, don't expect me to respond, but I usually won't remove it unless it's extremely vulgar or rude. So there will be that. Other than that, that's about it. So again, once I sort through the stuff that I need to sell, I'm going to put them in different piles, film those, because I may keep some of it. He has like Ni no Kuni with the Steelbook, which I don't have, which I'll probably wind up keeping, and we'll work it out and trade for work. So yeah, since I have 10 days of sitting around doing nothing, I might as well make some money while I do it. Yeah, that's it. Talk to you tomorrow.